big time. We're ready to jump it up at the center circle where Arizona is wearing its home white. It's a whiteout, trimmed in cardinal and navy. Ball is poked out of bounds. Cunningham winning the tip, but losing possession. So the Lady Raiders, wearing the road black trimmed in red, will have the basketball first.
We'll see how Arizona comes out here. Obviously, the defense is what the Wildcats are really known for, and what Texas Tech was working on for a long time today in their shoot-around.
Almost a tie up there. Bailey Maupin looking to reset. Plenty of time on the shot clock for Texas Tech. Cunningham almost breaking up that pass, and it is a turnover. Jada Williams with one to beat. Defense in transition, good for Tech. Isis Bay off the bounce. It's it back to Mylene Rolfe. Rolfe, the freshman. The starters for Arizona: Jada Williams, Skylar Jones, Mylene Rolfe, Brea Cunningham, and Isis Bay. Jones with the shot clock getting low at the elbow. Cunningham can't connect, but chases down the offensive rebound.
Yeah, you're a little flat on that shot, but Brea Cunningham was wide open.
Jada Williams, little mid-range, that'll work.
And that is a great sign for Arizona. Every time they've scored first this season, they've won that game, and this is their press offense.
Taking a look at the Texas Tech starters: Jazzy Shavers, Danae Fritz, Bailey Maupin, Belea Freelon, and Sarah Sanogo.
Yeah, this pressure is going to be relentless by the Wildcats.
Shot clock into single digits. Shavers trying to lose Williams. Tall order. Nice little two-person game. And it results in the Lady Raiders' first basket of the day.
Hey, that was a nice pass and dump off inside.
Arizona's starting five: Jada Williams, Skylar Jones, Mylene Rolfe, Brea Cunningham, and Isis Bay. Season high 8-game skid for Texas Tech coming in. They haven't won a game since January 22nd. That was against Houston. Skylar Jones thought about the three. Shot clock winding down. Isis Bay had to fire and missed everything.
Hey, that was good defense by Texas Tech, forcing a very tough shot. Good backdoor here, and an excellent pass and a foul. Good unselfish basketball there by the Lady Raiders.
So, Sanogo.
Yeah, look at this backdoor here to Jazzy Shavers, and the dump off here to Sanogo and at the free throw line. And this is what happens when you overplay. So you have back doors open a little bit, but smart heads up play for the Lady Raiders.
Sanogo hails from Paris, France. She's a junior, plays both the forward and center positions, and she is the rim protector for this team, according to Krista Gerlich, when we had a nice conversation with her the other day. Skylar Jones off the bounce. Transition defense very good for Texas Tech early. There is Krista Gerlich in her 5th season at Texas Tech. Of course, she was on that '93 championship team alongside Cheryl Swoops.
Hey, that was a great team, and what a run there by the Lady Raiders to get their national title.
Their lone national championship in program history. Of course, Marcia Sharp was the coach, and an offensive foul is ticketed against Bailey Maupin, and Jada Williams appears to be in a little bit of difficulty, but she shakes it off.
Yeah, she got a push off there. She might have got it in the eye. Let's take a look here. Yeah, she didn't do it on purpose. It was definitely a push off. Didn't mean to hurt her.
So Jada wants to readjust her contact lens.
Yeah.
So Paulina Paris will quickly get off the bench. And now we'll have an official review. Check that. A media timeout as we have our official review. So it's Tech up by 1 on the Cats. Come on back.
On-court ruling is an offensive foul.
Williams just tries to get her vision right. Bart Jamieson, the athletics trainer, standing by for whatever she needs, and we are back to action. Arizona basketball trailing by 1 here in the first quarter. Nice back door. Paulina Paris at the cup, courtesy of the co-captain, Isis Bay.
Yeah, good pass by Isis Bay.
Bailey Maupin attacking, earning a trip to the free throw line.
I like that effort there by Bailey Maupin at the rim and forcing a foul there by Brea Cunningham. Yeah, look at this unselfish play. Good back door here by Paulina Paris, and a nice finish.
Lauren Swan checking in for the first time today, the freshie. She is from Queens, New York. At the free throw line, it's Maupin, the junior guard from Hoover, Texas. Unable to connect on the first one. Kind of a surprise since she shoots 80% on the season. She is the assist leader for the team, the second leading scorer, and Lynette Pearson, assistant coach, tells me she can be trouble in a hurry. She's got a lot of tools in her toolbox. Paulina Paris directing traffic. Under 7 minutes to go. Just got word Jada Williams is heading to the locker room as Kyla Freelon comes through with the rebound for the Lady Raiders. We're tied at 4. Here comes the pressure from the Wildcats, and Skylar Jones comes up with the steal. This is an Arizona defense that came through with 7 huge steals in the fourth quarter against Houston to come back and erase a 13-point deficit and win in overtime.
Yeah, and that was a great win. You just don't want to have to do that all the time.
Skylar Jones doesn't get the roll on the 3 ball, and Texas Tech goes back to work on O. Maupin, little hezzy bounce, runs right into Brea Cunningham and kicks it back out. Freelon, that's an offensive foul, and nobody's happier than the co-captain, Isis Bay.
You don't normally see this by Isis Bay, and so she was moving, and a lot of people don't understand. You can be moving and still take the charge. She had position there, and she doesn't do that too often. She had the wind knocked out of her, and but she's still smiling.
Love to see it. Big effort and energy from Bay. Little full court pressure here from the Lady Raiders. Brea Cunningham getting it to Paulina Paris, who's running the point, while Jada Williams gets sorted in the locker room. As soon as we have an update on her, we'll pass it along. Nice little 2-person game again. This time, Paris smokes the lay-in. Maupin avoiding traffic. Nice finish at the cup. Sonogo.
Really nice pass and finish there. You know, the Lady Raiders are doing something I haven't seen as much on film, and that's going right at Arizona to the cup. And there's Brea Cunningham saying, if you're going to do it at one end, I'm going to show you how we do it here. That was a really nice basket by Brea Cunningham.
Cunningham is 4th in the Big 12 in field goal percentage at 57%. Maupin blocked at the rim. Good job by Paris. And here come the Cats. A little too strong, a little too much mustard on that pass from Skylar Jones. But I saw what she was looking at. She saw space in front of it, Paris, and wanted to get it to her. Taking a look at Adia Barnes in her 9th season coaching at her alma mater, where she is still the program's all-time leading scorer. Looking to get to win number 18 on the season, which would mean that she would have 7 straight seasons of 18 wins or more, Joan.
Which, what that means is you have a good thing going on. Another foul there by Brea Cunningham, and it looked like she tried to avoid the contact, but I'll tell you, Texas Tech, their mission tonight right now, we talked about the threes because that's what they normally do, but they've changed the script and say, I'm taking it to the rim.
And we have seen this movie before this season. Early foul trouble for Brea Cunningham as she picks up her 2nd personal here with just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Montea Dew quickly off the bench to replace Cunningham. Montea Dew, the redshirt sophomore forward from Las Vegas, Nevada.
You can see Adia Barnes. Yes, we can see her on the sideline trying to talk to Skylar Jones. She's a little frustrated right now, but Jasmine Schaefer says, okay, if you're not going to guard me, here I'm at the free throw line. I'm going to knock these down. A very good free throw shooter.
Second best in the Big 12, to your point, Joan, as she splits a pair.
She is 87%.
Montea Dew giving it up to Lauren Swan. Thought about the three, drives, and is denied at the rim. Sanogo with the block.
Nice block and saying, get that stuff out of here.
That three off the mark by Shavers, and Dew comes away with the basketball, looking to give it up to a guard, and Dew will give it up to Skylar Jones. Skylar Jones splitting defenders and scooping it in.
Yeah, that time she read the defense and did a really nice job. Really nice up and under move by Skylar Jones.
Arizona with the lead, 8-7, 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. One regular season game left for both of these teams. Moppin off the dribble. That was a nice finish.
Nice finish. No help there from the weak side for the Wildcats. And again, Texas Tech going at the rim.
Trying to take advantage of the fact that Brea Cunningham and the fact that she is the blocks leader for the Cats is not on the floor. Shavers picking up the loose rock. A whistle bowl. The whistle blows, and it is an offensive foul on Shavers. Good job by Dew.
Yeah, she definitely was there. And 2 charges already for the Wildcats. But again, you know, the Wildcats have to do a better job of protecting the rim. This team is going, driving to the basket an awful lot.
Good sign for the Wildcat fans. Jada Williams has returned from the locker room. She's on the bench. And a turnover. Skylar Jones going for the basketball is going to pick up the personal foul.
Hey, quick hands there by Texas Tech. They've had a couple hands-on passes and forced turnovers there.
So Anthony Turner, the assistant coach, catching Jada Williams up to speed as she's still futzing with that eye a little bit. And Lady Raiders handling the pressure from Arizona very well so far, Joan.
Yeah, I'm impressed. They look really good handling the press and getting to the rim.
Moppin giving it up. Freelon waiting for somebody to move without the basketball. Shavers gives it back to Freelon. Good defense by Bay, but better offense by Freelon.
Again at the rim, and Isis Bay was there, but a pretty finish by Freelon.
So the lead is 3 for Texas Tech. Lady Raiders have led by as many as 4. Swan triple is true.
Hey, that's a good sign for Arizona, because if she can get hot, it is something to watch.
Back-to-back games in single-digit scoring for Lauren Swan coming into this game. And to your point, Joan, she is one of the purest shooters wearing a Wildcats jersey. And if she can get on one of those heaters that we've seen her do this season, it could be a special night for the home finale for Arizona. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow is pointing at Arizona, and the co-captain Jada Williams is checking in.
So look at this, just smart. It's a good thing that Isis Bay didn't foul. And there's Swan just saying, give me the ball. She always looks for that three-point line. Got to tell her to stop driving in with the big kids because they don't like it in there. And is Jada Williams back out here? Yes, she is. She's on the left wing.
So Paulina Paris will bring it across the timeline. Lauren Swan thought about the three, puts it on the deck, is quickly doubled. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Paris off the bounce. Too high off the window, and here come the Lady Raiders.
That was good defense again by the Lady Raiders.
Jada Wynn has checked in, number 24, with the basketball now. Coach's kid, so you know she's going to do things right.
And I believe her parents are here. We haven't seen them yet, but we've heard both mom and dad flew in from Southern California.
Bailey Maupin very crafty around the basket, earning a trip to the free throw line as they will ticket Jada Williams with her first personal.
Yeah, this Bailey Maupin is a player that can score at 3 levels. Really crafty there.
Check that second personal foul on Jada Williams. So Maupin stepping to the free throw line. She's the team's assist leader, and she can fill it up when she feels like it. A season high of 28 points, and to your point about being a 3-level scorer, in one game she connected from distance 4 times.
And she has 1,000 points in her career. So when you have someone like that, you know they can score.
So another substitution for Texas Tech. Get a first look at sophomore guard Logan Johnson. She's from Houston, Texas. And Krista Gerlich telling us, Joan, that Johnson is her best driver. Everybody's been driving to the 10 so far.
They have, and have done it well.
Tech with the 1-point lead. A little more than a minute to go here in the first quarter of play. Williams trying to shake Wynn. Isis Bay looking for Paulina Paris. Shot clock getting very low. Paris doesn't recognize at all. Now she does. Ball is poked away, and that's a shot clock violation. Excellent defense by Texas Tech.
Excellent defense by Texas Tech, but Arizona's got to do a better job of recognizing how much time is left on the 30-second clock.
There's just one freshman on this Lady Raiders roster. Haven't seen her yet on the floor. Bird Martin, number 7. This is the 50th anniversary of Texas Tech basketball as the ball is stripped right out of Maupin's hands. Nice pass ahead to Mondea Dew. Nice fast break basket started by Jada Williams.
That's a great assist by Jada Williams, and a live ball turnover, and they score in transition.
And that's what Arizona does. Better than 10 steals a game, they feast on the live ball turn. Arizona back in front, 13-12. Under 30 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Good hands there by Isis Bay, but look at the heads-up pass here by Montea Dew, and that's still considered an assist. Really nice play. Look at this, good fake there by Montea Dew to get that pretty finish at the rim.
Good pressure on the inbounds, and that ball goes out of bounds. A little too hot of a pass from Wynn will give the basketball right back to Arizona.
And we'll see if Arizona holds for one shot here for the half. I'm sorry, for the quarter.
Danae Fritz, number 5, checking in for Texas Tech, as Maupin will get a little bit of rest before the second quarter starts. Williams getting the play from Adia Barnes. Isis Bay thought about the 3, didn't shoot it. The crowd wanted her to.
Well, see, I think they're holding for one shot.
6 seconds on the clock. Jada Williams has her shot blocked, and that is how the first quarter will end. Arizona on top, 13-12, looking to win a 3rd straight game and hand Texas Tech its 9th.
And she decided to go to UConn and had an unbelievable career, won 3 national titles. Her resume is unbelievable. She's just a great person, though.
And a winner.
Definitely a winner. And, you know, I know it's going to be hard. You know, she's played her whole life, so whatever she decides to do, I know she'll be great at it.
Even with 2 personal fouls, Jada Williams stands in to take the charge. They get Wynn for the foul.
Yeah, and she lowered her shoulder, and Jada Williams, yeah, because that would have been her 3rd foul. And yeah, Jada, I tell you, she has it down on how to make it look like an offensive foul.
D-A-W-G. She's got that dog in her, does Williams. A lot like Taurasi. I mean, you don't do all that winning without having some sort of tenacity. And of course, just being a basketball savant.
Double dribble there, my goodness. Those are not good turnovers there. Arizona has 14 field goal attempts to only 7 for the Lady Raiders, but they've gone to the free throw line 8 times to Arizona 0.
Well, I've listened to you all season long, Coach B, and that tells me that Arizona's not driving the basketball enough.
Well, they're actually scoring in the paint,
Yep.
But they're not doing it on drives. They've got to force action, I believe, a little bit more and do a better job protecting the rim and staying out of foul trouble here with Texas Tech.
Shot clock into single digits and getting low. Nice bounce pass to Maupin, who connects to beat the buzzer.
Oh, that was a nice basket. Good pass, but Maupin, my goodness, she is a bucket. And that was a heads-up play.
Johnson didn't want to turn and shoot, even though she was at point-blank range. So Tech back in front, 14-13, led by as many as 3 in the first quarter. Swan in the paint. Jones, she was too close to the basket.
Yeah, too close, but that was actually a tougher shot. She is so much better at the three-point line, and you just got to know what you're good at.
Good help defense by Isis Bay, creating the turnover. Pick in Shaver's pocket. Bay giving it up to Du. Back to Bay, ball is tipped. She corrals and finishes. Ice getting it done.
She really created all that herself because the pass wasn't great. And no call there and a finish.
So Johnson gives Tech the lead back, 16-15. Lauren Swan stood in there. She wanted the whistle to blow. It did not happen. Swan, triple try. Too strong. O-board to Bay. Almost skipped it out of bounds. Paris corrals. Jada Williams for 3. You betcha!
I think her eye is okay.
The vision seems to be good.
That was a big basket by the Wildcats, and nice cross-court pass by Paulina Paris. And look at this, she was ready to put it up and shoot it.
So substitutions for Arizona as Brea Cunningham checks back in with those 2 personal fouls. And Jada Williams will take a seat as well. Lauren Swan back on the floor. We're getting our first look at Jalen Bristow, number 1, the sophomore guard/forward out of Holiday, Texas for Texas Tech, along with Maya Pete, the grad center from Chandler, Arizona. Arizona up by 2. Under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. Texas Tech has lost its last 2 games by a possession or less. Maupin.
She's good. I mean, because she's, you know, that's not all the way at the rim, and she's pulling up, and Maupin's a good player. I mean, she's second leading scorer for the Lady Raiders, but very smart.
Giving me Sue Bird vibes with that ponytail, hitting those little middies. Skylar Jones couldn't hang on to the basketball. It will belong to Texas Tech.
Yeah, check out this basket again. Stopped and pulled up right in front of Brea Cunningham and challenging her, seeing if she was going to try to block that one.
I don't think Bailey had much of a chance to go anywhere but Texas Tech. Dad, Wiley, Mom, June also attended Texas Tech.
Well, keep it in the family.
Right? Ball is kicked. It will stay with Tech. Jada Williams checking back in for Lauren Swan. A little more than 6 minutes to go. It's a whiteout here at Arizona on senior night, honoring Isis Bay, the senior co-captain, and Ajay Yokum as well, along with members of the Arizona staff. It was really cool to see pregame. We'll share some images with you in just a bit. Bristow off on the triple try. O-board. And then Cunningham comes through as Maupin couldn't connect from distance.
That was a good rebound by Brea Cunningham.
Jada Williams for 3. Nejevic, who's just checked in, Katarina, unable to haul in that rebound. And Johnson is looking for teammates wearing black and red. Blacklock off the mark. And Pete is blocked at the rim. Williams bouncing into Cunningham. Battle for the basketball, picked up by Paris. Good effort by her. trying to find somebody wearing white. Stepping through, that a girl. When in doubt, forget passing, score the basketball.
I do not know how she did it. That was being creative. She was looking for someone to pass the ball to, but saying, let me just do this myself.
No, she just took us back to the neighborhood where she was a kid in Congers, New York, in the backyard, getting creative. Nice finish at the basket by Tech.
Well, because of Arizona overplaying on defense, of forcing the backdoor layup. So, Adia, this was before the game. A lot of years they've done it afterwards, but
right.
You got to get yourself refocused and understand what's going on. The task at hand is to win a game here.
Logan Johnson able to connect at the free throw line. The big headline on that last play before we took a break was that Brea Cunningham picked up her 3rd personal foul. We won't see her until the second half of play. Off the bounce, Skylar Jones is whistled for steps.
Yeah, there is a little hop there by Skylar Jones, and I know she's questioning it, but when she watches the film, she'll see that. And Arizona has a lot of turnovers. That's their 8th turnover. Yeah, so you can see right now, Paulina Paris, who's on the floor right now, has 4, but Maupin for the Lady Raiders has 8 points in the paint. But right now, I like the way the Raiders are going at the rim.
Foul called against Texas Tech, going for the rebound. And it is against Shavers.
I believe that's her 2nd.
It is. Oh, no, check that. They ticket Freelon. It's her 2nd.
It's her 2nd.
Yes. So Freelon will take a seat. So a lot of athleticism takes to the bench for Texas Tech.
Yeah, Arizona's offense is not in sync yet.
Isis Bay down low, leaving it. And an opportunity for a 3-point play. Bay, I thought she was going to give it up to Skylar, faked her out and her defender.
Yeah, she faked everyone out. They looked like she was going to pass it, but the senior on seniors day said, give me that basket and I want to get another point at the free throw line.
Isis, a spectacular free throw shooter, 84% at the stripe. And of course she leaves it short. Come on, Ice, you gotta help a broadcaster. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. Arizona in front, 22-21. Shavers.
Illegal screen and a foul there on Lady Raiders. That's their 4th this quarter.
Logan Johnson, so maybe Arizona will get to the free throw line via the bonus.
Yeah, Arizona has, well, they've attempted one, no. Yes, 1 free throw, Isis Bay.
Jada Williams almost lost the handle. Ball is poked out of bounds by Logan Johnson. It will stay with the Wildcats. Bailey Maupin, the point guard, checking back in as Blacklock will take a seat. Arizona looking to improve to 12-5 here at home. Adia Barnes all about protecting home court. Dew giving it up to Bay. Shot clock winding down. Bay spinning, runs into a double team and loses the handle.
Another turnover for the Wildcats.
Logan Johnson, meet Montea Dew. How you doing?
Well, Montea Dew is doing awfully good. She looked like she was jumping off a trampoline there and blocking that shot.
Dew, the redshirt sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada. Getting defensive when the Cats needed it most. Texas Tech just 3 up and 13 down in Big 12 play. Desperate to stop an 8-game slide. That pass off the mark. Paris there to pick a pocket.
So anytime Arizona overplays, which is a lot, The Lady Raiders go back door.
Nice find by Dew. Skylar Jones is fouled and earns a trip to the free throw line.
And she needs this. Look at this. Great back door. And Arizona says, if you're going to go back door on me, I'm going to do the same to you. And Jones needs to get more points here. You can tell she's just not quite in rhythm yet.
Sanogo picks up the personal foul, her second.
So Arizona, for every foul from now on this quarter, will be in the free throw line.
Skylar Jones, the sophomore guard out of Chicago, Illinois, 78% on the season. Splits a pair, but gets the O board. Jones couldn't finish at the rim. Overtime. Bristow, triple is true.
That was a really nice basket. And, you know, we said at the opener that Texas Tech really likes the three-point line. They've only attempted a few, and that's the first one to go down.
Jalen, the transfer. She was at Iowa State. That ball won't fall. Skylar Jones comes up with the steal and earns a trip back to the free throw line.
You can tell she missed that three-point shot, but I like the defensive awareness here by Skylar. Yeah, this was a really nice basket here by Jalen Bristow, the sophomore from Holiday, Texas.
That's just her 11th made three-point shot this season.
Well, she was wide open and in good rhythm there.
A little more than 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter as Jones hits the first shot. Really excited at halftime. We'll have an interview with Vice President and Director of Athletics, Desiree Reed-Francois. You want to stick and stay for that. Again, 50% at the free throw line for Skylar Jones. That is just uncharacteristic.
Yeah, and Arizona shot so well last week in that overtime win at Houston. Basically, that's how they won the game. And Skylar was great down the stretch.
Oh, yeah, she was on fire.
Yeah, so you got to do better than this right now. Arizona is only shooting 40% from the free throw line.
We're tied at 24. Arizona's largest lead on the day, 2. Tech's 3. It's been a very seesaw affair. Mylene Rolfe has checked back in, the freshman. She's waiting for Dew to flash. Maupin is there. Ball will stay with Arizona. 9 seconds on the shot clock, Joan.
Yeah, so that was a tough pass in because there was good help from Texas Tech on the weak side. And we'll see if Arizona can execute a good out-of-bounds play here.
Well, here in the first 20 minutes, Tech doesn't look like a team that is just 2-8 on the road this season. Shot clock again getting low. Jada Williams back to Paris, who sees it getting low, steps back, fires, and misses everything.
Yeah, good defense there by the Lady Raiders. So that's no field goals for Arizona in the last.
For Texas Tech.
Isis Bay.
You are correct.
Yeah, that's only the second foul this quarter for the Wildcats.
And the first personal whistled against the co-captain Bay. Buck and a half to go here before we hit the half. Tied at 24. The all-time series between these two teams advantaged Tech 2-1, as Bristow couldn't make a second three on the day. But this is the first time these two teams have met since 2014. Rolfe has her shot blocked by Bristow. Bristow's been fantastic.
Excellent athlete. Illegal screen there by Isis Bay. And usually that's the fault of the person handling the ball and coming off too early until the screen is set, which is what happened there.
So that's a lesson for the guards out there. Wait till your screener is set.
Absolutely.
And then dribble away.
And come off shoulder to shoulder, yes.
I love you, Joan. You're always coaching, always teaching. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Tied at 24. We've been tied 7 times already. Wynn couldn't untie it. Johnson skying and then smokes it at the rim. Montea Dew tackled and a whistle blows.
She was tackled, and Arizona will go to the other end. Montea Dew at the free throw line. Yeah. Well, look at the sky over Jada Williams.
Johnson.
Could have been a foul there, no call, but there, yes, she was sort of tackled here.
So the foul goes against Bristow, her second personal, and it will be Dew at the free throw line as Bristow takes a seat and is replaced by, can't see the jersey number there.
Number 12, at the line, shooting
I think it's Shavers.
No, it's Fritz. Renee Fritz came in. Montea Dew was blocking my vision as she can't connect on the first free throw try, just shooting 70% this season. Dew was the mid-year enrollee during the 2022-23 season, and then just has fought injuries as she splits a pair.
Yeah, Arizona needs to take advantage of these free throw opportunities because they're not shooting. 43% from the free throw line is not good.
4 turnovers in the last 4 minutes and change for Tech. Ball security was point number 1 from Krista Gerlich in her conversation with us, Joan. Handles have been a little loose for the Lady Raiders early.
And Arizona has switched to a zone defense, which they don't do that often.
Moppet kicking it back out. 3 on the way. 2 strong by Fritz. Battle for the rebound. It winds up with Shavers. Shot clock is off. 7 seconds to go. Wynn looking at the clock, wanting to go off the bounce, kicking it over, got to get it up, and that is a clock violation to end the second quarter. So 16 points in the paint. Second half is underway. Arizona with the basketball to start the final 20 minutes, and a steal by Shavers. Shavers with 1 to beat. Finishes at the cup.
Yeah, Bay did not want to risk getting a foul there, but that was a bad pass. And a foul there for Jada Williams going to the basket. Will get 2 free throws.
So Shavers averages 15 points a game to lead Texas Tech. She only has 3 so far. That's a credit to the Arizona defense.
That's a credit to the Arizona defense, but look for Shavers to come out here firing.
Jada Williams at the free throw line, where she is the 3rd best free throw shooter in the Big 12 at 86% on the season. She gets the first one to go.
Well, I'm glad she can get it in the basket because Arizona up to that point was 1 for 8.
Can't leave that many points on the free throw line.
No, both teams haven't shot well. I mean, the Lady Raiders are only, well, they're 5 for 9, a little bit better. Both teams now 5 for 9.
So Brea Cunningham starting this 3rd quarter on the bench. Foul trouble was a problem in the first half with the 3 personals. She sat most of the first quarter with the 2 personal fouls. Shot clock winding down for Tech. Shavers throws up a prayer that's not answered. Williams on the break, bouncing beautifully to Paris. Moppin is there to meet her. Good defense in transition by the Lady Raiders.
That was good defense.
Shavers, oh, nice find. A whistle blows, and Sanago will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a foul on Montea Dew, but yeah, good defense here by Paulina Paris. I thought she was going to go straight up, but that fake just got Fritz and bringing the ball the other way, and Lady Raiders got downhill in a hurry.
Sonogo, the transfer from Odessa Junior College. Unable to connect on the first free throw try. Just a 48% free throw shooter. When you look at her stroke, Joan, what do you see? Might need tweaking.
Well, the first one, she just pushed off, not at on the side of the basket, and that's a miss also. Well, she almost got a bounce there, but You know, I always say free throws, it's just doing the same thing over and over. And a lot of it is between the ears, but you've got to be simple shooting a free throw. Both teams now have come out in, well, Arizona was in a zone and Texas Tech is back in a press, and we'll see if who the foul is on here.
That's on Bailey Maupin. So second personal foul against Maupin. Nobody happier than Jada Williams, who basically told the officiating crew, she's living in my shorts, give me some help, blow a whistle.
And they did, they must have listened.
Harris harangued by Shavers. Of course, Texas Tech with one eye on this game and one on the semifinal game involving high school sensation Aaliyah Chavez. Shot clock getting low. Paris had to fire and misses everything. Chavez, the #1 recruit in the nation, has 3 schools on her list. They include #1 Texas, top 20 Oklahoma, and her local team, she's from Lubbock, Texas Tech.
Are you running a scouting service?
I'm just saying, she is a program-changing player.
Yeah.
And if Texas Tech were able to get her, oh my goodness gracious. I mean, she has the cachet of a Caitlin Clark, of a Juju Watkins, of a Hannah Hidalgo, kind of the ticket-selling player, put fannies in the seats and get things going. Because this has been a build for Texas Tech for a few years, back to when Marlene Stallings was the head coach. She made it an imperative to get people to United Supermarkets Arena, and that build has continued, and that's why the Lady Raiders are now 4th in attendance in the Big 12.
You can see the scrappy defense here from Arizona and forcing the shot clock violation. Both teams need to score here. I mean, the score is Arizona 27-26, and you could see the top attendance, top 4 in the Big 12, and Arizona is in there, and they've been doing this year in and year out. After the first couple years of the Adia Barnes era.
So, shot clock into single digits. Montea Dew looking to get it to Isis Bay, puts it on the deck and gets the roll.
You know, it's so good to see Montea Dew be aggressive there, because they need a person to score.
Jasmine Shavers, beautiful step through, but couldn't finish. And Lauren Swan doesn't see Jones all alone. And Dew on the trail, the 3 is good.
Hey.
A little 5-0 run by Montea Dew.
That was a really nice basket. Good pass to the top of the key for Montea Dew. And maybe she's feeling it a little bit.
Largest lead of the game for Arizona is 6, and her whistle blows against Jada Williams. She doesn't like the call.
No, she doesn't, and that's her 3rd foul.
What can Dew do for you, Joan?
She can do a lot, and they needed it in a little 5-0 run, as you said, and a kick out here. And Montea Dew says, count it 3.
And the best part is she ended the rock fight that we were watching. She started putting the ball in the hole.
Yeah, that's why that rim's up, that orange thing's up there.
Heck yeah, scoring drought of 3 minutes for Texas Tech.
And part of it is, I want to give Arizona credit and Adia Barnes' staff. Arizona is coming out here in a zone, and they have a nice rebound again. Jump ball. This one's going back to the Lady Raiders, but Lady Raiders haven't scored here since Arizona went to a zone, and part of it is protecting those drives, and they're protecting the rim and the paint by playing a zone.
So it'll be ball out of bounds underneath for Texas Tech. 6.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter, trying to end an 8-game losing skid, and right now a scoring drought more than 3 minutes long. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Fritz, triple try. That's good.
And she had her feet set and looked really good there.
Fritz shooting 34% from distance this season. Arizona has to know where she is on the floor. Montea Dew almost lost the handle, spins, doesn't get the roll.
I still like that move.
Love that move. Shavers. Bouncing and then passing over to Fritz.
So Arizona switched back to their player-to-player defense. I think they're going to, on a make, go to a zone, and on a miss, go to man. And
second time tonight, Maupin a little too strong with the pass.
yeah, so you could see a nice kick back and had her feet set, good rotation on the ball and finish. And the Lady Raider bench is up and with their hands up.
It is the 50th anniversary of Lady Raiders basketball, 52nd season of Arizona women's basketball. That pass, errant, turns into another turnover for the Wildcats, and Fritz gets whistled for the offensive foul, running over Lauren Swan.
Just laid out Lauren Swan. The hard thing is that's right in front of the official, so you've got to call it. So here, yeah, so she stopped on purpose and laid her out. And
Adia Barnes is asking, why are we looking at that for a review? The officiating crew isn't listening. So it'll be Arizona basketball. Paulina Paris bringing it across the timeline. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Skylar Jones stepping through.
yeah, good defense there by the Lady Raiders, forcing a very tough shot for Skylar Jones.
Ball is poked out of bounds. It will stay with Texas Tech. And with that, we will step aside. Arizona on top, 32-29.
Entertained, but to support, but then for the university and athletic department to give back this yearbook to the top people coming to the games. And they do it right here at Arizona, I'll say that.
100%. The lead is 3 for Arizona. 4.5 to go here in the third quarter of play. Brea Cunningham and those 3 personal fouls back on the floor for the Cats. Montea Dew swinging it over to Paulina Paris. Down low to Cunningham. Brea buckets, back to work.
And a good play run by the Wildcats to get Brea back in the scoring column.
That ended a 2-minute scoring drought for Arizona.
And Arizona's back in their 2-3 zone to see if they can protect the paint a little bit. You know, this is the tough part. It opens it up to threes, and also it's tough to box out. It's more, I should say it's more difficult. Yeah, so let's check out this play. We don't see the screen there, but a nice roll in by Brea Cunningham. But it is harder to box out of a zone because you don't have a certain player. You have to get a player in an area to make sure you box out. And another foul from behind. You know, that's self-discipline, and that's something that Cunningham can be doing better. You just don't try to get a steal, or, you know, you just don't do that. Not when you have 4 fouls.
She literally walked onto the floor, scored a basket, and then committed that 4th personal foul. So the second leading scorer for Arizona in foul trouble, and we'll take a seat. We probably won't see her until late in the 4th quarter. The lead is 5 for Arizona.
As I said, that's self-discipline. You just got to know.
Lauren Swan watching Shaver shoot, and Dew has her 6th rebound of the day. She has been such a shining light for Arizona off the bench, Joan.
She has, and she got up. I mean, Montea Dew can get off her feet. She is an athlete.
I love that vertical, man. Shot clock into single digits.
Already.
Arizona's half-court offense getting tested by Lady Raiders defense, and Jada Williams is whistled for traveling.
Yeah, they don't have a real inside presence without Brea Cunningham in there. You just lose a lot, and Isis Bay is trying her best, but right now and you got to credit Texas Tech defense, but it's just Arizona offense has not clicked at all.
Well, and Skylar Jones on the bench as well, so your 2nd and 3rd leading scorers spectating right now. And Montea Dew gets called for the reach. Texas Tech has made just one of its last 7 field goals. There you see second and third leading scorers sitting side by side on the bench. And Joan, as a coach, I know you don't want to see your scorers sitting down.
No, but with Skylar can play better. She's just, and that was a nice basket there. Good out of bounds play. And we'll see if that can get Shavers going. She's a 3-point shooter.
Shavers now has 6 points. She averages 15. So far, the Arizona defense has kept her in check. Lauren Swan waiting for Isis Bay to show her jersey number. She does. Bay off the window.
And that's the play they run for Brea Cunningham, but different name this time. It's the senior Isis Bay. Good pass there by Lauren Swan.
So the lead back to 4 for Arizona. Fritz triple try, no. Dew tracks down the rebound. Montea Dew getting it done, now has 7 rebounds to go along with 8 points. Bay at the rim. I love how she uses the glass, Joan.
She uses the glass, but what Isis Bay did there, she ran the floor and got to the block and established position. You know, it's really not that hard.
Jump ball is called, and the possession arrow is pointing at Arizona. Isis Bay and the Cats have made 5 of their last 7 field goals, Joan.
Yeah, you look at her using the glass, as you said, Cindy, just smart, running the floor. Again, hey, layups are good when you run and you establish position.
So Jalen Bristow has checked back in for Texas Tech. So it's Bristow, Shavers, Fritz, Blacklock, and Sonogo. Inside to Bay, and that's an easy whistle to blow against Sonogo over the back.
Yeah, and that's the 4th foul for the Lady Raiders this quarter. 1 more, and Arizona is at the free throw line.
Kyla Freelon quickly off the bench for Texas Tech, replacing Sonogo. So ball out of bounds underneath, under 2 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Arizona basketball. Wildcats have led by as many as 6. And that's the lead Arizona has right now. Jada Williams, tough shot. Battle for the basketball, won by Tech. And then it's poked away by Bay, who calls for it, and it's too strong by Paris.
You know, I like the idea, but just too many turnovers here for the Wildcats. I believe that puts them at 16.
16 for the game.
My
and
goodness.
The Lady Raiders have turned those 16 turnovers into 10 points. Conversely, Texas Tech has turned the ball over 18 times, resulting in a dozen Wildcat points. A minute and a half to go here on senior night in Tucson in the 3rd quarter. Corner 3, Shavers, too strong. And the Lady Raiders get the O board. Shavers from the opposite corner. She missed it the exact same way. A whistle blows, and it'll be against Texas Tech.
It will be. It'll be on number 2, Kyla Freelon, and Isis Bay going to the free throw line because that's the 5th foul on the Lady Raiders this quarter.
And if you're wondering how Freelon can get so high, she's a track star who kind of picked up basketball. She can almost dunk, Joan.
She was a 400 hurdle, actually high hurdles. I mean, great athlete. And I guess so I apologize for not knowing as much, but I heard they have excellent track facilities.
Oh, it's elite. I had the privilege of calling basketball games there when Marlene Stallings was the head coach, because she was really trying to pump up women's basketball and make it feel big time. So she brought in myself and Brian Angler. We were the broadcast team. We had a sideline reporter, the whole thing. And the most impressive thing on that campus was the track facilities. Now they've built a brand new basketball practice facility. It was under construction when I was there, and it is top tier. A minute to go here in Tucson's 3rd quarter. Bristow, basically a free throw wouldn't fall. Another O board by the Lady Raiders. Shavers connects.
Yeah, Shavers. So good rebound and kick out to get Shavers another 3-pointer.
So the lead down to 5 for Arizona. It's been as large as 8 here in the 3rd quarter. Jada Williams calling for the ball. Paulina Paris for three. You betcha!
That was a really nice pass by Jada Williams, but needed a three. Arizona hadn't connected on a three in a while.
Shot clock is off. Arizona shooting just 4 of 11 from three. Texas Tech 4 of 17, and 2 of those makes have come from Shavers. Lauren Swan coming up with the steal. Blows the lay-in, and then Jada Williams can't finish. It's good if it goes. It does not, and that is how the third quarter of play will end. A frenetic finish to that 10 minutes, but it's Arizona on top, 43 to replay. Have, Steven, and audio director of basketball operations for Arizona women's basketball, Lauren Flom, who tapped both Joan and I on the shoulder to be the broadcast crew. And I am so grateful for this opportunity, and I've had such a blast, and I cannot believe it's the last game of the season here in Tucson.
It is. We've had a blast. It's been so much fun to call the games and honestly to work with you, Cindy, and the staff.
Right back at you. So the lead, 43-37. Montea Dew flirting with her career high. That shot goes off the mark, and now Dew is in difficulty, having trouble to get up. At the rim is Johnson, and Dew quickly attended to by Bart Jamison, and you just hate to see it because she has had so many injuries here at the University of Arizona.
She is in a lot of pain. I didn't see what happened.
Here it is in the middle of the key.
You know, no one hit her. She came up, and unfortunately,
Montea Dew all of the healing vibes that we can. Meantime, Skylar Jones checking in for the Wildcats, as it will be Arizona basketball. Texas Tech with the full court press, desperate to put the brakes on a season-high 8-game slide. 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter on senior night.
And what Arizona's doing right now, they have 4 guards on the floor.
Skylar Jones off the bounce against Bristow, earns a trip to the free throw line.
So this is the thing, when you have 4 guards on the floor and they're playing, actually, Skylar's playing like a forward position right now, just went at the rim and forcing the foul. And Bristow now has to come out of the game, and Jada Wynn is back in.
Bristow with that third personal. Blacklock also taking a seat, being replaced by Shavers, Jazzy Shavers, back on the floor. She leads Tech in 3-point shooting and has 9 points. It's Bailey Maupin with 10 to lead Tech. Big first free throw make by Skylar Jones.
I think the key for Arizona, obviously, is not just offensively with 4 guards in the game, but defensively, because right now they're getting out-rebounded 29-20. So they're staying in the zone, but they have to get their hands up, because this team can shoot the 3, but do a much better job rebounding.
Johnson getting it over to Maupin. Shavers seeing 2 defenders. Shot clock winding down. Shavers off the bounce, stepping through. That was pretty. Okay, Jazzy.
That was very creative. And nice basket there by Shavers, because we always think of her as a 3-point shooter.
She is the leading scorer for this Lady Raiders crew, averaging 15 points a game, and she leads them in scoring tonight with 11. The lead that was once 8 is down to 4 for Arizona, and the shot clock winds down again. Paulina Paris off the bounce, up and in.
Paulina Paris loves going to her left. Even though she is a righty, she loves driving left.
Her favorite player in the WNBA, Diana Taurasi.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people talking Diana Taurasi here, and great rebound there. No box out. Jada Wynn with the easy putback.
So the lead back to 4 for Arizona. Credit Texas Tech, shooting 41% from the floor. If that 3 ball would fall for the Lady Raiders, Arizona would be in a whole lot of trouble.
Well, this game has a lot of minutes left and a foul there, but Arizona's got to figure out the rebound situation. So you can see, here's a nice drive. Oh, this was a sweet drive. Big step there.
That's a highlight reel moment.
And here's a nice basket also by Paulina Paris using the glass.
My favorite version of Paris is attacking Paris. Jada Williams almost lost the handle. Shot clock winding down. Skylar Jones off the bounce, whistled for steps. I saw the bunny hop. I know you did too, Joan.
Yeah, she did the same thing earlier, and that's something she needs to watch on film and just slow down so you can see it here, and then she moves her feet, she shuffles her feet.
So Texas Tech trying to cut into this 4-point Arizona lead. The Lady Raiders just 2 and 8 on the road. Mopping all the way to the 10. Good defense by Isis Bay. Not quite sure what Bailey wanted to do there, but it's a nice recovery by the Lady Raiders. Shot clock at 5. Shavers for 3. She missed everything. And Lauren Swan comes up with the basketball, the smallest person on the floor getting the rebound. 6.5 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Williams connects.
Hey, she was just in rhythm there. That was a nice basket by Jada Williams in transition with the pull-up.
Mopping, pushing pace, threw up a prayer that wasn't answered. Another opportunity for Arizona. Skylar Jones thought about the 3, pulls it back out. Danae Fritz at the scorer's table getting set to check in for Texas Tech. 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Inside to Isis Bay, beautiful feed from Sky. Wow.
Excellent pass by Skylar Jones, and the finish again by the senior Isis Bay.
Isis Bay leads all scorers with a dozen, and Krista Gerlich needs time. Arizona finding its offensive mojo again. Jada Williams.
Her best basketball. She's played already 31 minutes tonight.
She played a game-high 41 in the win at Houston. She has scored in double figures in 4 of her last 5 games. When it has been winning time for Arizona, the co-captain has delivered. Out of the timeout called by Coach Gerlich, Lady Raiders go to work. Shavers off the bounce. Tough take. Good defense by Paris. Swan's got to protect the basketball and does, as Johnson almost poked it away. And now Paulina Paris settles into that PG1 role. Paris. Unbelievable finish at the cup, because the Shavers defense was right there.
It was. You don't want to ever give up a direct drive, and that's Paulina Paris going to that left side.
It's a 6-0 run for Arizona. Wildcats leading by 10, their largest lead of the day. Under 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
And as Arizona staying with that 4-guard lineup, a foul there on Skylar Jones. Yeah, check out this drive. So we call these direct drives. No one stops her, and loves that left side and using the backboard.
And so impressive because, as you mentioned, she's a righty.
She is a righty, and, you know, maybe she's ambidextrous. I don't know, but I know she definitely favors her left.
Yeah.
And there's a nice drive, too.
Johnson at the rim. Johnson. Well, Coach Gerlich said Johnson's my best driver, proving it there.
Yeah, she definitely, and I believe that was her, no, actually she has 9 points.
Yeah. So it's Paulina Paris with 11, Isis Bay with a dozen to lead Arizona. Skylar flashing at the basket, spinning and hitting. What a shot! Okay, Sky, we see you.
Well, she does everything with a little bit of a flair.
Skylar Jones has 8 points now as the Lady Raiders bring it back out. Shavers. And Bay just kind of had to let her go because of the foul trouble.
That was too easy, but a nice basket there by Shavers, reading the defense, and there wasn't any there by the Wildcats. 8-point game.
Under 4 minutes to go. Arizona looking to improve to 12-5 here at home and win a 3rd straight game. And on Charlie Cream's latest edition of Bracketology, Arizona in the first 4 out. And a big stick. Terrific basketball by Jada Williams.
She just knows her strength, and when she's in rhythm, she's feeling it. And this is the biggest lead of the game right now for the Wildcats at 11. So Arizona switching on all guard to guard. Really nice drive there.
I like Johnson. I like her game a lot.
Oh, I like Johnson. She's very good. And a foul there. Look at this pass, but look at the finish by Skylar Jones. And Jade is saying, hey, just give me the ball. I like the 3-point line. Let me knock this down.
Okay, so Lauren Swan will take a seat.
And Brea Cunningham back in.
So Brea Cunningham checks in with those 4 personal fouls as Johnson heads to the free throw line.
I like Johnson. I mean, she's only a sophomore.
Yep.
Good athlete, explosive, and quick first step, and we just saw that.
4-star prospect per ESPNW coming out of high school, and her brother Nick hoops at UTA. So it's in the genes.
Here's a quick trap. And that's an Arizona basketball. So you never want to pass the ball when they're pressing, and they're pressing right hard from the baseline.
And we see Montea Dew on the bench, that knee wrapped in ice.
Well, at least it's good to see her back there. She wanted to be back with her teammates, and I like that.
And it is the same, it is the opposite knee, rather, that she had the ACL issue with. So Paulina Paris getting the ball across, trying to shake Shavers. The lead is 8, and a steal by Johnson. Johnson up and in.
And a run out. Yeah, she didn't see on a reverse, didn't see the defense coming. And it's a little run here. Last 3 for 3 here in the last 3 basket by Texas Tech.
Arizona doesn't want to let go of the rope here and lose to a team that could crater their NCAA tournament hopes. Brea buckets. Oh, goodness.
That was a big bucket there by Brea Cunningham. And Arizona staying in a man defense. And we'll see if the Lady Raiders attack Brea Cunningham.
Arizona has made 7 of its last 7 field goal tries to keep Texas Tech at bay. Under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Fritz giving it over. Freelon, Cunningham with the defensive rebound. 12 of her 15 rebounds against Houston were on the defensive glass. Cunningham is so critical to Arizona's success on the rebounding stat. She couldn't hang on to the basketball there. Out ahead of the pack is Freelon. She's not going to miss from there. And I'm sure from Tech against the Cats. Krista Gerlich telling us her team could win if they attack for 40 minutes. So far, it's been 38.5 minutes of attack from Texas Tech. That pass too strong to a wide open Brea Cunningham. Missed opportunity there.
Missed opportunity, a little too high. I like the idea, but it's tough to get that turnover at this point of the game. And another turnover.
Lady Raiders give it right back.
Oh my goodness, you're thinking like, what the heck is going on, particularly at this point of the game. So we'll see if Arizona can play a little bit better ball security and use some clock and get a good shot here. But the Lady Raiders have been very active defensively. Quick hands, a quick shot there, which I think is a bad shot, to be honest.
Isis Bay trying to poke it away. And picks up the personal foul, her 3rd.
I really don't know why Jada Williams shot that ball. I mean, they had 30 seconds on the shot clock from the turnover. I don't know if it was She didn't realize that, but that was a very quick shot.
So Bailey Maupin checks back in for the Lady Raiders. $1:15 on the clock, a full shot clock for Texas Tech. Down 2 possessions. They've lost their last 2 games, each by a possession or 2. And a travel is whistled. And I'm kind of with Logan Johnson. I don't know that I saw that. Let's see a replay.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she did.
Secured the basketball.
She
Good
did.
call by the officiating crew. And it will be Arizona basketball off the embodiment of a student athlete.
And that's the team.
That's the team.
That's pretty good.
So all the team and all the studying of the playbook and the books in school going to work right here in the final minute and change in the 4th quarter of the last home game of the season. And Paulina Paris is tripped up by Johnson and is helped up by her teammates.
And that's a 3rd foul for the Lady Raiders. They have fouls to give if they want to.
So Paulina Paris tells the official she's okay. That's just tough. T-U-F-F, tough, Paulina. The lead is 6. Wildcats have the basketball. Looking to win a 3rd straight game and secure win number 12 here at home. Adia Barnes chasing a 7th straight 18-win season. Isis Bay has to give it up to Skylar Jones. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Bay for 3. Too strong, but she gets the O-board. Another opportunity for Arizona. And Shavers picks up the personal foul to stop the clock.
Yeah, actually, that was a good foul by Shavers to stop the clock. And Arizona hasn't had a lot of offensive rebounds. Isis Bay, they're very fortunate getting her own rebound on her shot. And we'll see again if Arizona uses some clock. Another foul. So this puts Arizona at the free throw line. And that's Shavers, if I believe, her 4th.
That is her 4th personal foul.
Yep.
Krista Gerlich can only look on. It has been this kind of season. They've had more than 6, I want to say 8 games where they've had a chance to win within a couple of possessions and just couldn't finish.
Well, they've definitely had opportunities, and Arizona has had some close games also.
Oh, for sure.
And won a very big one the other day.
Yeah, shook Houston off late, had to go to overtime to do it. Mylene Rolfe checking in for Brea Cunningham, because you don't want Cunningham to pick up a foul playing defense because you want her for offense.
You do, and Rolfe is an excellent, not only defender, but she's a very good rebounder, very rugged player.
Ice shooting 84% at the line, sinks the first one. Bay splits a pair, but the margin is 7 as Gerlich uses her last time out. So let's with 14. And it is Jazzy Shavers with 13, Bailey Maupin 10.
And Arizona's playing a man-to-man defense. And I believe, except for Isis Bay, they're going to switch on everything.
Logan Johnson just 2 points shy of her career high, doing all she can for the Lady Raiders. Blacklock off on the 3 and a foul on the rebound.
And that was a great rebound by Isis Bay.
In between 2 black jerseys, Joe.
She said, this is my last game, and that was good defense there by Rolfe without fouling. Isis Bay is thinking to herself, this is my final game in McHale. Yep. I want to go out a winner.
100%. Earlier this season, she had her first career double-double against Kansas. She had a season-high 24 points against Oklahoma State, and now chance of Isis coming down from the stands. Ice hits the first one.
She's such a good kid, and it's such a credit to see how she's improved. And this started from the end of last season when she decided to come back.
She hits a big pair of free throws. That pass too strong, but The Lady Raiders stay with it. It looked like Blacklock traveled. No, Rolfe gets the basketball and will earn a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah. There actually was a pretty good play by Texas Tech. Rolfe is just tough and gritty.
You feel for Texas Tech. 9 straight losses. And they have been competing in almost every single game.
Well, basketball's a game of runs, but it's also a game, winners find ways to win.
Yes.
And when you lose, unfortunately, you find some ways to lose, and winning's just contagious, you know, and it's the little things that matter.
Yeah, we asked Krista Gerlich in our coaches call if she did anything to practice with noise. We told her she was coming into the second loudest environment in the Big 12, and she said, no, we're just working on our stuff.
And they did. I watched shoot around this morning, and they do.
Yep. Maupin buries the 3. So Bailey Maupin has 13 points. As Texas Tech tries to hang around, they're just running out of time. Just under 11 seconds to go here, Joan.
And this was a nice pass, and Bailey Maupin, she's good. Now she showed her three-level score. She's showing it on drives, mid-range, and shows that 3. But well, this is what I like. I like Krista Gerlich. You coach to the end.
Yeah. Whether you're up or down. Because they're doing things right now that might help them in the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City.
Well, also in their next game.
Against Colorado at home for their senior day.
Absolutely. So it's the little things that matter. You never want to stop.
Both of these teams play again March 1st for the final time in the regular season. I mentioned that Texas Tech hosts Colorado. That team up north will be waiting to play Arizona on March 1st.
Yeah, the Sun Devils are waiting.
64-57. Foul quickly comes as Maupin will foul Williams, sending the team's best free thrower to the stripe. And I don't think Bailey Maupin and Jada Williams are going to exchange any sort of greeting cards or Christmas cards down the road.
They're not going to Starbucks afterwards.
Right, those two have just been at each other today. It's been cool. The competition has been fierce. The wins may not be in the column for Texas Tech, but the competition is.
And I like that. I like people
too.
who compete.
Yeah, because they could have just let go of the rope. 9 seconds to go. Williams. Such a beautiful stroke by Jada Williams, who now has 14 points. Paulina Paris picks up the personal foul as she kind of hung on Blacklock to get that basketball.
These are plays that Texas Tech runs a lot. You can tell. I mean, that was a great arm. I don't know if she plays softball.
Right.
That was a great pass, but even though that's a foul, it's still on the sideline because Arizona, that was only their 4th foul this quarter.
So it'll be ball out of bounds. Shot clock is off. 7.8 seconds to go. Shavers inbounding. Nice job by Freelon to release. And an offensive foul is called. Isis Bay helped up by her teammates. Danae Fritz helped up by hers.
Yeah, we don't need anyone else injured here. And see if Adia, I don't know if she's going to call another timeout. I think they bang knees there.
Isis is not coming off the floor.
No.
Ball out of bounds on the side. 5 seconds to go. Jada Williams will dribble it out. A successful senior night for Isis Bay, Ajay Yoakum, and all of the Arizona Wildcats. Make it 3 straight victories for Arizona.